One of my favorite views in Cebu City is at the top of the building here. Hold on for a second. I hope you don't have a fear of heights. The problem with trying to film a video, there's always too much noise everywhere you go. Whenever you go to a gas station, people still fill up your gas for you. In California, when I was growing up, you could either pay for a little bit more for somebody to fill your gas. And here's gonna be my little friend here asking me for something.
Hello.
Welcome. It's always heartbreaking seeing kids that are, it seems to be homeless out here, but a lot of people are struggling during the pandemic. Just when one friend leaves, another one comes to my door. But we had a green light. If you look on the right side of the street, what you're gonna see is a lot of small businesses, and most of these are tied to people's houses. So they sleep in the back, but then they have their business out front. Pretty efficient way to pay one rent for your home and for your business. You know you've been in the pandemic for way too long when you're driving the car and you realize you still have a mask on. I can breathe again. It always says parking closed, but the parking is never closed. Like your dog. Let's go. Actually, can I shoot by the Holy Family over there? So that's the other challenge with trying to shoot video is there's often guards that don't want you to shoot in particular places. Sometimes it's impossible to know why they don't want you to shoot there. This is a public place here. Hundreds, sometimes thousands of people around here eating and doing different things, but the guard doesn't always like us to shoot over here, or at least that was the case last time we were here. Let's try to sneak in there. So in the Philippines, it's been Christmas already since September. Now we're getting close to the end of November. Actually, tomorrow is gonna be Thanksgiving here. 2 more days in the US because of the time change. But the only thing people are thinking about here is Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. But for me, I'm thinking Thanksgiving. And more than any other time of the year, when I lived in California, I really look forward to Thanksgiving. It's kind of like Christmas without all of the stress of buying a million things and coordinating a million things. I would just get together with my family, and also, you know, some close family friends would come by, and we would just eat together, enjoy each other's companies, catch up on what's been happening, and grow fat together. I saw what you did there. So we went to go to Bo's Coffee to talk a bit, but it's closed. I got no idea why. It's in the middle of IT Park, really busy here, but Bo's Coffee is kind of like Starbucks for the Philippines. It's started here in Cebu by the Benitez family, and then it's just grown all throughout the Philippines. Awesome coffee, great place to visit if you're here. It's not the good cut, but it's great everyday coffee as well. Anyhow, it's so loud here. Let's go. Let's check out Coffee Bay, pretty good coffee place. Let's try to not get killed while crossing the street. I guess it's fair warning, this is a bad street. I'm sure there's a good street somewhere else. We'll find that in the next video. So we'll try to shoot in here for a second. I have no idea if it's gonna be a good location or not. It might be too noisy like it is in the background, but sometimes you gotta experiment and see what works and what doesn't. Can I get what do you want, cameraman? No, thank you. Actually, anything else? Okay, that's it. In China. Yeah, when our coffee's ready, this will vibrate. Very exciting. We got coffee. So anytime you go to a restaurant, they have everything so it social distances people, so it's super impersonal. You go to talk to somebody, and instead of looking straight at them, you have to look across the corner at them. So you wind up with a sore neck by the time you're done with it all. But you can see over here, this is like a no-go chair. And then here, X marks the spot, which means don't sit there. But then right in front, you're okay to sit there. Over here, same thing. It's kind of like playing tic-tac-toe, but you just can't sit in wherever the X is. You ready for your coffee, cameraman? Here you go. Don't forget your straw. So as I mentioned, tomorrow is Thanksgiving here in the Philippines. Outside it's a bit hot, and I'm far away, thousands and thousands of miles away from my family, my parents, my kids, my sisters, my nieces and nephews. Normally at this time of year, we'd be going to my mom and stepdad's house, and they have a beautiful house in Northern California. It's surrounded by pine trees everywhere. It's beautiful mountains. It's cold. And we spend time together sharing stories, catching up with how everybody's been during the year, and just really enjoy each other's company. It's one of the times, more than any other time perhaps, throughout the whole year that I really look forward to. I love Christmas. It's also one of my favorite holidays. But there's something about the simplicity of Thanksgiving, just being thankful for the people in our life, the things in our life, good health, and really enjoying each other's company over simple foods. This year, I won't get experience of that for the first time in many years in my life, and for the first time since my kids have been born, I'll be away from them during Thanksgiving and during Christmas. So it's a bit painful being away from family at this time. I was supposed to travel back in April. Can't even remember now what this year, but I had a plane ticket to go back in April, and then I was gonna visit with family, and then I was gonna come back to the Philippines as well. This year it was always gonna be my focus to be in the Philippines most of the year. I'd planned on traveling back to California a couple of times to be able to see family, and planned on them being able to come out here at least once to be able to see me as well. But things, because of the pandemic, just turned out completely different. And so I've been away for about 11 months now. You know, my kids are in their 20s and grown and independent, but my kids have been the center of my life since I've been about 22 years old. I had kids pretty young. And so now for the first time, I find myself about 7,000 miles away without the ability to see them in person for Thanksgiving and then inevitably for Christmas as well. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge to be away from family for so long. Sometimes I feel a little bit guilty as a dad. You know, does a good dad stay away from their kids even if their kids are adults for so long? That's what I'm doing. I know it's normal as kids get older to spend a bit less time with them, but during this time especially, I'm really missing my 4 sons, my sisters, my parents, my extended family, and I'm really looking forward to hopefully not too many months down the track in 2021 to be able to go back and visit family for a short time. So at Thanksgiving time, everybody gets to connect together, and in the US it's been a pretty crazy year and super polarized, you know, politically, with Black Lives Matter, with so many things that I am passionate about and care about. What you really see is that Americans have been so divided. So I'm gonna miss out on those crazy stories this year at Thanksgiving time. I know what my mom's gonna have to say about politics. She just sent me this one about, well, you could see who. That's my mom's politics in a snapshot. My mom would want me to tell you that I agree with her. Always another message to respond to. Let's go. But first, trying to have my new Batman mask. As we're leaving the coffee shop, everybody's watching us. They see the camera and they probably think I'm someone famous. It's fun to pretend. So in the Philippines, there's about 100 different holidays. I might only be exaggerating by about 2 or 3, but how about you? What's your favorite holiday during the year? Let us know in the comments below. Here? What was I gonna say again? I was about to wrap this up, but I have just one more thing to say, but I forgot what it is. Keep the camera on the cute baby. Way cuter than me. So I mentioned I'm a bit sad this year because I'm not able to see my family during Thanksgiving, one of my most favorite, if not my most favorite holidays during the year. But the reality is that this year, they're not going to be celebrating Thanksgiving together either because of the pandemic and just the strictness of the quarantine in California right now because of continued rise in cases. Hi people. Because of a continued rise in cases in California, my family and so many other families decided that it's safer for everybody to not celebrate on Thanksgiving Day. So they're also, even though they're in California together, won't be celebrating Thanksgiving as a whole family this year in the first time in forever. So being so far away from family this year and missing everybody so much, one of the most really precious times of my year this year was on my birthday. I had Grace called up a lot of people that she didn't even know from another country, from here in the Philippines, some of my best friends from high school, my parents, my kids, employees here in the Philippines, and she had them all share a video message for me on my birthday. And then the secret cameraman put together really a precious video that's been my favorite birthday present in however many years I am. It was great to see everybody, even from a distance. And for me, that's the power of video. That's the power of communication in today's age, is that even though I'm so far away from family and friends, we're still able to see each other and to hear each other, and I'm grateful for those moments. So I know that not everybody celebrates Thanksgiving. It's really a US thing. But I think it's a healthy thing no matter where you're from to really think about what you're thankful for this year. I know for me that even though it's a pandemic, even though I'm thousands and thousands of miles away from my family, that I'm still so thankful that I still have them in my life, that they're healthy, that we all have a roof over our head and plenty of food. I know so many people out there are struggling with those very basic necessities of life this year. But what about you? What is it that you're thankful for? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, I really appreciate your support. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, if you've enjoyed this video, to like and hit the bell notification. Until next time, take care.